Hey, day 20. Let's work on our hip flexors. So you'll come and kneel on the right knee, have the left foot forward. And yeah, if you can't, if weight bearing is tricky with the knee, you can do this hovering in the air with your hands on the back of a chair maybe, or at the wall, or do your dancer's pose twice. We're gonna come and do dancer's pose in a bit. Otherwise, we're just kind of right on top of the right knee. And then usually my left hip hikes up. So you kind of balance out the two hips and then try to find a little lift on your pubic bone and strength at the right buttocks here to support that. So we're trying to get as tall as possible while really stabilizing at the anterior abdominal wall. Going tall even through the crown of your head, and then reach your hands forward. Turn your palms to look up at the sky for me, or the ceiling. And then keeping your arms reaching forward, pull just your fingertips towards the floor. This is an LDOA, so it's a very specific line of tension we're creating on the lower back, where the top of your hip flexors begins. Your psoas pathway, your psoas attaches to your lower back and threads through the pelvis, attaching at your upper inner thigh. And we're trying to pull that out, stretch it out. Keep lengthening your tailbone towards the floor, reaching the palms forward. Good. And then we can add a little bit of a scissoring, a pulling of your foot and knee towards each other while reaching the palms forward. And then a pushing apart. So refirm the right buttocks and try to push your knee and foot apart as you firm your right buttocks into your body. Good, another breath. Okay, and then release. And then from here you have option to bring your hands down onto blocks. So now I've kind of added a flexion into the front hip. From here the front foot's heavy to pull you forward into this deeper lunge, or this kind of reminds me of a squat in the front leg. And I still have this kind of pulling action between my foot and my back knee. And then from here I'm going to push my left foot forward to rock the hips back. And then just go in and out a few times, pushing and pulling with the front leg. And just go at a nice cadence for you. And have as much height on your for your hands as you need. So you could even do block towers, as my teacher would like to call them, where you stack two blocks together. Good. Okay, and then we'll switch to the second side. So I'm going to take my left knee back, right foot forward, find your balance. If this balance is tricky, you could have your right hand be able to touch a wall on the side. And then just take your time to balance out the two hips. Find stability between breastbone and pubic bone. Firm the left buttocks into your body and go for a stretch. Go for height along your spine. And then reaching the hands forward, turn your palms up to the sky and pull your fingertips down towards the floor. So a big stretch and then strength on the back of the wrist extensors. Reaching the palms forward widens the back rib cage. Find length through your lower back. Grow tall through the crown of your head. Make your shin heavy. Refirm the left buttocks into your body. Good, and breathe. A couple more breaths here. Oh, good. I'm up in Tahoe. People are cheering their way along the river. I can see them. So if you can hear a little hooting down there, that's what that is. And we're just taking a couple more breaths. Can you pull your foot back and your knee forward? Can you pull them towards each other and find a little stability and strength at the lengthening tissue? Another breath, and then try to push them apart. So refirm the left buttocks and you're pushing your knee and foot apart from each other. Another breath. Good. And then melt the effort. Take your hands down to your blocks. And maybe you need a little wider stride. The right foot pulls you forward into the deeper lunge. And then the right foot can push down and forward to rock your hips back. So we're just kind of grooving out this path in the hips now. Good. All right. And then let's come to a downward facing dog. So you'll step the right knee back, plant the hands, spread out the fingertips, and reach up and away. And then come to your Uttanasana. So bending your knees, walk your hands and feet together, move your blanket out of the way, feet parallel. Take your time, come up and stand, reach high overhead. And then exhale to float your arms by your sides. Okay, we'll keep the left foot forward and step the right foot back. And we're coming for warrior one. So your hips are roughly faced forward. And just kind of drawing the left femur back into your hip joint. Reaching the arms forward as you're ready, forward and up. As you're ready, you can come into your lunge. Bending into the left knee, pull the left femur back, reach down through the right heel, and then can you find that lift off the lower back? Good. Okay, we're gonna kind of imagine you're doing Shalabhasana in there. So you'll lean forward, bring your hands back by your hips, and find this long line of energy from back foot up through the crown of your head. And then sweep the arms forward and up. Stabilize and strengthen the low abdomen as you reach up warrior one. Maybe your gaze lifts a little. 2 more times. Floating Shalabhasana, we'll call this. And then warrior one, strong front abdominal wall. And 1 more time, Shalabhasana. And sweeping up. Good. Okay, and then we'll release. You can lean a little forward, hop the back foot in, sweep the arms overhead, and exhale, float the arms down. Shift your weight to the right foot and step the left foot back. Right femur draws back, arms sweeping overhead, bend your knee as you're ready, and we come to warrior one. Good. Long spine, and then Shalabhasana variations, arms sweep back by your hips. Feel the reach into the back leg and grow tall through the crown of your head. And then we'll go in and out a few times. Take your time. Every time you come up, find an extra lift on the pubic bone. And we have 1 more Shalabhasana, 1 more Virabhadrasana one. Good. Okay, and then we'll plant the hands and step back for downward dog. Uttanasana, walking the hands and feet together. Come up to stand, sweep the arms overhead. And exhale, arms float down. Good, we'll do a little balance. So feel free to have right hand on the wall, shift into your strong right foot and catch the left ankle. Lift on the pubic bone, firm the left buttocks. Right arm can stay on the wall, can reach up, and you can start to kick back into your hand as you reach forward for a dewdrop with your right palm. Keep that strength at the low abdominal wall. Good. Find a smooth breath here in the balance. And then coming back upright, let's do a little hamstring strength. Can you stand tall? Can you squeeze your left heel in towards your buttocks? Can you let go and hold it high? Eee. And then float it down. Good. Okay, let's do our second side. So left hand to a wall. If you'd like, catch your right foot, engage the abdominal wall. Left hand can reach high. You can start to kick back as you reach forward with the left palm. Good. And then growing tall, squeeze your heel in towards your buttocks. And can you hold it high as you let go? And then release and come out. Good. Okay, one last time. Let's come to downward dog. Sweeping arms high. Exhale, Uttanasana. Stepping back for downward dog. And then coming down to rest. Take a couple calm breaths here, seated. All right. Thank you so much for practicing with me today.